Welcome back, students. Today we are going to deal with the second unit, that is models of consumer behavior. And here today we are going to study about input process output model. I am Professor Muhammad Azharuddin Sagar, SICAB Business School, SICAB Institute of Engineering and Technology, Vijaypura. So let's begin with the input process output model. So basically this is a very simple model which try to explain about consumer behavior where the input for the consumer is the firm's marketing efforts. It might be in product, price, promotion, and place, different advertisement efforts, marketing efforts, promotional efforts, and also the social environment. The basic social environment consists of the family, reference groups, culture, social class, etc., which influence the decision-making process of the consumer. So both these factors together constitute the input in the mind of the consumer. So both these add in the mind of the consumer. With this, he decide the take the decision of purchasing a product, goods or services. Now, looking at the basic process of input process output model, if you see here, so need recognition and product awareness. So when a person feels about the need recognition, so when the need generate, he will be in tension. So if you see left side, there are marketing efforts and there is a social environment. And in this particular center of the diagram, which we can see process, the personality, the motivational factor, the attitude factor, and the perception factor of the consumer, where he takes the decision about the purchasing of the product. Okay, so need recognition will lead to the product awareness. So if it's a new need, he will go for searching of the products. So already he know how to fulfill the new need or satisfy the new need. He might be aware about the product. So that will lead to the interest, and he evaluate his own interest, and interest might even sometimes break down. He might postpone the purchase of the product, or again, or else he will proceed to the evaluation. So in evaluation stage, he will be having the more about the product information, which is the consumer evaluate in the market, and he evaluate all the information. Then after the evaluation process, he might go back or he might proceed to the intention. So intention is all about the decided to purchase the product, and then the consumer purchase the product. After the purchasing, the we will evaluate the post purchase behavior, and the repeat purchase might happen if the consumer is satisfied, or if the consumer is not satisfied with the product, he might discontinuation. So let's see the first process, that is need recognition. So obviously when one is aware of want or attention is created, and one chooses a product to satisfy his needs. So always that want or any need comes up, the tension starts happening in the minds of the consumer. Then he starts or even searching for the product. So there is also a possibility that a person may be aware of the product, that is already discussed. He might know how before its need is recognized. In some cases, if the need is already been generated earlier, so he might have searched for the evaluated for the products, then he will know which product can satisfy his needs, or else he can go for the new options available. This indicated by the arrows going both the ways from the need to the product and vice versa. So moving further, if you see product awareness, so we have already seen this is a stimuli, and this can be had from the advertisement or exposure to the different types of media or by the social circles where the consumer is living. So, and the awareness and the need lead to the building of interest. And in some cases, we discussed that the interest may also break down because might be he decision process also stops or maybe postponed for the time being because of the lose of interest, or it might be postponement of the purchasing of the product. So once the product awareness process overs, then the consumer go for the evaluation and intention process. So evaluation consists of getting more information about the product. So he always look for the new information, comparison of the products with other products, competitive analysis, everything he will check about the product. How many competitors are there for the particular product, and he evaluate all the products, and he will go for the selecting the best one. And this can be done theoretically or by taking the trial, Once the evaluation is completed, the consumer interest may either building up his intentions to buy, or he may lose interest, and the decision process may again stop or be postponed. So at the evaluation process, it might go to the intention process, or it might go back to the back. You can say sometimes he may delay, or he may again stop, or he can again postpone of the purchasement. So next comes with the intention. Once there is an intention to purchase the product, the consumer goes ahead and acts or purchases the product. After purchasing the product, it is used to fulfill the need, and the more of the about the product is used, the more the consumer uses the products and become aware about the product, and he will come to know the positives and negative points of the product. In today's scenario, after using the product, you can find, because of the increase the use of the digital technology, everyone puts their reviews after using the product. It might be a YouTube video, it might go to the, you can say, Flipkart, Amazon, any e-commerce website. If you see, after using the product, they will put their positives and negatives about the product, and same case happen with the consumer. So the most important thing after the purchasing of the product, the post-purchase behavior of the consumer. If after the purchase and use of the product, if the customer is satisfied or consumer is satisfied, so if he is happy, then obviously he will go for the repeat of the purchase, or else even he recommends the same product to his friends and acquaintance also when he is happy. If he is dissatisfied, so obviously he will also discontinue the using the product, and he can create the negative attitude towards it, and which may be harmful to the company also, or he may suggest others to not to buy the product also, or a service. So for the company, the post-purchase behavior is very important for the marketer. Once the consumer purchase the product, that does not end. The important part starts after the using the product, or once he is purchased the product, because marketer and the company, because it leads to proper feedback for improvement in the product and maintaining the quality and the feature as desired by the purchaser. So always companies look for the betterment of the product or development of the product. That can happen only after the post-purchase, be studying the post-purchase behavior of the consumer. So if the customer is very happy with the purchase, so he forms a good impression about the product and the company also. So this was the input process output model. So I hope you have enjoyed the presentation. So thank you very much for listening.